In the heart of the forest, a wolf's lunch takes an unexpected turn when a small bone becomes lodged in his throat. Desperate for relief, he embarks on a journey seeking help and encounters various forest creatures along the way. Little does he know that this journey will not only test his physical endurance, but also challenge the very essence of his character. Join the wolf as he sets to navigate through the pain, deceit, and redemption, learning valuable lessons about trust, forgiveness, and the power of second chances. The wolf was having a delightful lunch, feasting on freshly caught fish. As he savoured each bite, relishing the flavours of the succulent flesh, a sudden sharp pain struck his throat. Something was lodged in his windpipe. A tiny bone had found its way into the meal and got stuck in his throat. The wolf tried desperately to swallow it down, but the bone refused to budge, causing excruciating pain. The pain became unbearable. The wolf knew he needed help. With tears welling up in his eyes, he dashed out of his den, desperately searching for someone who could free him from his torment. Panic filled his heart as he roamed through the forest, his hoarse cries echoing through the trees. First, the wolf stumbled upon a massive bear, towering above him. "Oh dear, bear, I beg you, please help me remove this bone from my throat," the wolf pleaded, his voice strained with agony. The bear, moved by the wolf's distress, stretched out his enormous paw, attempting to extract the bone. But alas, his paw was too big, and despite his best efforts, he couldn't reach the bone lodged deep within the wolf's throat. With disappointment weighing heavily on his heart, the wolf continued his frantic search. Suddenly, he caught the sight of a cunning friend, the fox, weaving through the trees with elegance and grace. "Oh dear fox," the wolf gasped, "I'm in unbearable pain. Please lend me your wit and cunning to remove this bone. I promise to reward you generously." The fox, intrigued by the promise of a reward, cautiously approached with the distressed wolf. The fox examined the wolf's predicament and realised the bone was wedged so deeply that it eluded his clever paws. Frustration gnawed at the fox's clever mind as he pondered a solution. After a moment of contemplation, a glimmer of an idea sparked within him, and he instructed the wolf to open his mouth as wide as possible. But no matter how hard the fox tried, he couldn't dislodge the bone from its stubborn position. Just as despair threatened to consume them both, a graceful crane swooped down from the sky, landing near the struggling duo. "What seems to be the problem?" the crane asked, her eyes filled with curiosity and compassion. The wolf, barely able to speak due to the pain, managed to convey his desperate plea. "Oh, crane, my friend, I beseech you to remove this tormenting bone from my throat. I promise to grant you any reward your heart desires." The crane carefully assessed the situation, her sharp beak poised to tackle the perilous task. With utmost caution, she gently craned her slender neck towards the wolf's gaping mouth, maneuvering her beak closer to the lodged bone. In a swift and calculated motion, she skillfully plucked the bone from the wolf's throat. Relief washed over the wolf as he felt the sharp object being extracted. As the crane triumphantly held the bone aloft, a sense of satisfaction surged through her being. Turning to the wolf, she reminded him of his promise. "You promised me anything in return for my assistance," Crane said, her voice filled with expectation. The wolf's eyes gleamed mischievously as he grinned slyly, his voice dripping with deceit. "You received your gift already," the wolf replied, a cunning smile played on his lips. "You put your head inside a wolf's mouth and emerged unscathed. That, my dear crane, is the greatest gift I could give you. The crane's eyes widened in shock and disbelief. She had risked her life to help the wolf, expecting a reward in return. But instead, she found herself deceived. Anger surged within her feathers ruffled with indignation. But amidst the crane's anger, a flicker of sadness crossed her face. She realized that the wolf's deceptive grin masked a deeper emptiness within him, a void born from a lack of empathy and understanding. The wolf, sensing her disappointment, felt a pang of remorse penetrate his callous heart. Regret washed over the wolf as he saw the pain he had caused his friend. He realized that the crane's trust had been shattered by his deceit, and the consequences of his actions weighed heavily upon him. A seed of introspection sprouted within him, urging him to seek redemption. With a heavy heart, the wolf approached the crane, his voice filled with contrition. "Dear crane, I have wronged you, and for that, I am truly sorry. My actions were driven by selfishness and deceit. I understand the gravity of my betrayal, and I vow to make amends." The crane regarded the wolf, her eyes softening with a glimmer of forgiveness. "Actions speak louder than words, wolf. If you truly wish to atone, you must show through your deeds that you have learned from this mistake." And so, the wolf embarked on a journey of self-discovery and transformation. He sought to repair the broken trust he had caused, not only with the crane, but with all the creatures of the forest. Through acts of kindness, honesty, and unwaveringly loyalty, the wolf worked diligently to rebuild the bridges he had burned. Slowly but surely, the forest began to witness a change in the wolf. His deceptive grin faded away, replaced by a genuine smile of compassion and understanding. And as he redeemed himself, the forest responded in kind, opening their hearts to the possibility of forgiveness and second chances. In the end, the wolf's journey taught him immeasurable value of trust, the weight of one's word, and the importance of seeking redemption. And as the wolf and the crane stood side by side, a symbol of forgiveness and growth, the forest rejoiced, knowing that even in the darkest of times, true transformation was possible. The once divided forest now thrived with unity and compassion. The animals, once wary of the wolf's cunning ways, saw the change within him and welcomed him back into their midst. The crane, having found solace in the wolf's genuine remorse, forgave him wholeheartedly. Together, they worked to spread the message of trust and redemption, teaching the forest inhabitants that even in moments of betrayal, there is always room for forgiveness and growth. The end. Don't forget to like and subscribe.